Alright, this time I'm showing you guys a 2019 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. This car has 455 horsepower, around 460 pounds of torque, and it's pretty fast. It's going up to 200 miles per hour actually. Just showing another view, because it looks so nice because of the way the trunk comes up and where the doors pop out. So I'm just giving another view of it with everything open. If you do like the race cars, this is not the car for you, because no one's gonna race you. I got a 96 Thunderbird, and you know, with my exhaust and stuff like that, it's on my page as well. You know, people will try to race you, but when you're in this, you don't have to worry about that. That's not gonna happen. People are just gonna look at you and let you go past. I don't think it's not too many cars that want to race this thing. So if you are into racing, you're gonna have to get on the track with somebody if you want to race them in this. Quick rundown on the operation of it. Pressure sensitive handle inside here, like literally 2 fingers press, and it's just gonna pop open. Same thing goes for the inside, but it's more of a button on the inside right there. That'll be how you actually open the door when you're sitting inside. All right, let's go into the key operation real quick. Pretty simple. Good Chevys always have a push button start. It's gonna be twice for the alarm, and as long as the car is locked, you can hold down this button, the one that looks like a little circle with the arrow on it. Hold that down. Okay, hold on. There we go. Hold it down. And it'll start right up on its own. This also has what is called comfort convenience, which means as long as it's in your pocket, you can open the door without ever having to take the key out of your pocket. All right, let's take a look at the trunk. So right to the lower left, beneath the steering wheel, you're gonna find a button. Pop the trunk open. Quick note, there are these side flaps right here that you see right next to the door. These are air ducts actually, and it's made to improve like the aerodynamics of the car, so that they don't want the wind going against a blunt force, so they make an air duct for the air to go through, and it actually comes out on the bottom side. Just another way of making the car a little faster. As we pop the trunk open, not too much space. Like that's one thing I say. This car does not have a lot of space. This is pretty much all you get right here. There is a small door on the bottom side, bottom left corner, maybe about 6 by 6 for a couple of extra things. So that's pretty cool. Another thing to take note of in the trunk is the position for the top. So as you see here, you got hooks for the front right here, and also here is for the back side of the top. So when you take the top out, which I'm going to do in a minute to show, this is where you would place it. It's actually going to sit right on top of here. All right, let's talk about removing the top. So there's sun visors up here. When you flip down the sun visor, you're going to find a latch. There's 2, one on each side, and on the back side there's one here. This is the release tab for the back one. You're just gonna you actually have to push it forward. I'll show you in a second. So as we release the tab, release that one, and then this one, we'll press it and push forward, and we should be able to just lift it up. There we go. And I'm gonna set the phone down, and I'm gonna show how to place it, actually place it in the trunk. All right, so like I was saying before, when you do place the top in, there's hooks on the front side that you gotta put in place first. I kind of got them lined up, so I can't do it while holding my phone. But also, there's nipples. See this nipple here? Right there. There's one there. There's one on the back side here. Those actually fall right into place. Right there. Same thing on this side. It's gonna fall right into place, and when it's actually in the right spot, you'll hear it click down into place. And that's how you put the top in the back of the vehicle. Still looks pretty nice, kind of adds a little bit to the look. All right, so now I got the top off and in place in the trunk with all the doors open. It's a very nice look for this car. This car definitely an attention getter, without a doubt. But like I said before, you can take the top off, just place it in the trunk. It's not very hard to do, but it has to be manually taken off. So whenever you do take it off, you know, if you get to the point where you don't want it up no more, you're gonna have to pull over and put the top back on. It's kind of like the T-top type thing. Pretty nice. All right, let's start taking a look at the basic inside features. You know, everything's operational on the steering wheel, from the cruise control speed to the volume of the music. You know, you can operate all these things right here. It does come with a touchscreen. I'm going to turn that on in just a second. A couple features, like I said, this car does not have a lot of space. You do have a cigarette lighter here. You got cup holders right there, and you got a compartment here, which I got a couple of my items in. It's just a little tab on the side. I just left it in there just to show you're not gonna get much in there. So just enough for a few items. You actually have another cigarette lighter port right there, and it also comes with the USB ports. So you got two USB ports. I'm gonna do another of the secret compartment in a minute. There's another USB port in there. But pretty simple. All right, push button start. So as long as you got your foot on the brake, you're gonna find and a key in your pocket, you're gonna find an engine start button to the right of the steering wheel and the rear. And you just push your foot on the brake. And there you go. Take a look, you see how it lights up, how everything looks inside. This thing really goes. Just call 844. This thing really goes 200 miles per hour. Yeah, it's crazy. You see it saying there, iPhone detected. So that's another feature, is the Bluetooth. This thing actually comes with Wi-Fi. Excuse me, it has its own Wi-Fi. So along with the Bluetooth features and phone, you also got separate operation of the temperature. So, you know, if the passenger if the driver, you know, wants heat, because they're kind of cold, but the passenger wants to go with, passenger can have the air conditioning on. You know, they can go down to, 65, and it really doesn't matter. They don't affect each other. So that's pretty cool. Dual AC, and like I said, Bluetooth. And I'm gonna show you guys a secret feature toward the end of the whole video. All right, let's take a look at the driving modes. This is really crazy. So it has an adjustment right here next to the gear shift for you to change the driving mode. Only thing you do is turn it left to right, and also you can turn the traction control off just by pressing this button. I'll demonstrate. There you go. So the traction control is no longer on, and if you press the button again, you can turn it back on. Now, what's cool about this car is the different driving modes. Just show on the bottom right here, you see a W. That's gonna be what's called the weather. It's just what looks like a W. So if the ground is wet, if you're dealing with rain or snow, anything like that, I think it increases the traction on the vehicle. Turn one to the right, you get eco mode, which is, obviously to save gas mileage. I think this thing gets about 18 to 25 miles per gallon. Right here is the tour mode. I'm not 100% sure what that one is, but I never used it. I was always in sport mode. Now that's where you want to be. You're gonna get a tighter suspension. It's way more for you to actually press the gas and still have control. So that's what I was in. But there is one level up, which is known as the track mode. Now this is crazy because you're taking out the ABS factor in, and you kind of manually controlling everything. So, and it actually gives you more power and torque to the wheels. This was pretty crazy. I did try it, but most of the time I was in sport mode. But yeah, this was kind of scary. Another notable thing about this car is the speaker system. It does come complete with the Bose system. We know Chevy is very high on that. And I will say it does have a lot of bass and carry well.
Let the same haters take the same shots. They'll humble up when they ain't hot. Ain't hoping that them games stop, like hoping rain stop. Like when a hurricane hit it for your block. No, he not who people think he is. Let's see if you gon' still be solid in your wrinkle. Them stepping on me, those are really fears. Changing on me, my ops piling up against me, and they ganging on me. And they ain't even gangster, this is danger. Social media make you hit the vibe. Instagram got a wanna ball. Instagram got you on the model. Go in the hood, shake my head, it be hard enough for little kid don't even know God no more. Feel me now?
Cool thing about it, you can control the music from your phone or from the radio itself. So, all right, this is probably one of the coolest things about this car. So there is a secret stash spot behind the screen. So you press the screen button there. Boom. Got a little place to tuck something secretly if you need be. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's probably about maybe 5 by 5, something like that. Not much, but yeah, it's a pretty cool feature. And again, there's a button there, says screen. You hit that, just drops down, gives you access, and as you can see, there's another USB port in there. So I thought that was really, really cool. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it.